What's good, sneakerheads? Back here with another one. I am really surprised that I actually got this one. To be honest with you, I've been looking forward to this sneaker for so long since I found out it was coming out, and I slept through the drop. I woke up 10 minutes after they dropped, missed out on them. I was kicking myself in the butt. But you know, I wasn't about to spend like 400 or 500 for them. But with my luck, um, I have my main StockX account, and then my wife has her StockX account, which she's never used before. And she was checking her email and noticed that she had gotten an email from StockX on like tax day or something with a coupon code for 15% off. Um, Called like Tax Day 2019 or something like that. And so I tried to use it on my account and it wouldn't let me use it on my account. But I tried it on her account and it let me use it on her account. So I went ahead and ordered these things. I got them for just under $300. Super stoked about that. I even texted Terrell, my homie, and he tried to use it. He couldn't use it either. So I don't know what the deal with that code was, but super happy that she got it. I don't know why I didn't get it. And I've got, 35 sales and like 15 or 20 purchases on StockX. Like, I don't understand why I don't get any, sneaker coupons at all. Besides like 5% off for taking a survey or something. But yeah, so super, super hyped that I was able to get these, especially after, sleeping through the drop. And believe me, that day was horrible. Like, I was kicking myself in the butt all day. I was so pissed off. I had been waiting months, like 2 months, for this sneaker to drop. And I mean, trying for it and missing is one thing, but just like sleeping through it entirely, like, there's always that what if I could have copped, blah blah blah, whatever. So, but let's get into it. I really want to see what these look like. I just can't wait. I got these through StockX, like I said, for less than $300. I mean, they're going for like four something now. I just got lucky on that day. It was like a 1 day only use code. So I'm gonna, because they're so fire, I'm gonna use fire. One of these days, I'm gonna regret it and end up burning through. Knock on wood, air wood, whatever. That this is not gonna happen today. But let's get into it. I heard that and was like, what? There's like a little air pop or something that put the flame out. But the shoes blew up. Can't be having that. The weird thing with this is, like, after you turn it off, the gas still goes. So that kind of makes me a little nervous. Alright. That's why I popped one of the little bubbles. Two little bubbles. Sorry, three little bubbles. I popped the whole row. Jeez. Alright. There's a little blade cut right here in the middle of the box, but I ain't worried about it. At least it didn't make it all the way through. Look at that box right there. This is a nice looking box. The box resembles the shoe, the design of it. Size 12, always. I probably should have went a size higher on these because, Air Max 1s are really weird. They're either too slim or too big. The Sean Witherspoons were like a half size too big. The moon landings, or the Mars landings and moon landings, were like a half size too small. So it's really weird, but let's get into these real quick. I have a feeling I need some like protection for my eyes or something. Like, I have a feeling this is going to be another flashback Sean Witherspoon moment. Go check that video out if you know what I'm talking about. All right, let's go. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Just holy, you know what I'm saying? A holy moment. Alright, get rid of the receipts. check out the opening to the box. You can call them Susan. You can pause that and read if you want to. I'm not going to spend too much on it. I'm still trying to figure out how to pronounce the name of that company. Is it LAIKA? LAIKA? Or I don't know. I'm just going to say LAIKA. You know, LAIKA, LAIKA. So, alright, time to look at the sneakers. Whew. Oh, wow. 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 Let's see. Got me another StockX sticker. Now, you know, I've said this a few times. You know, getting collabs from Nike and, you know, Jordan and, you know, everybody else. But it seems like specifically when Nike does a collab, they go all out. You could get, you know, mass-produced Jordans and stuff like that, like general releases that have glue stains and, you know, peaks and just bad material, you know. But when you have a collab, they just spend the extra time on it. They use the best materials. Like, still to this day, Bait is probably one of the best collab brands out there, just because they keep the price low and the quality of materials is like through the roof. I mean, go check out my Snake 2.0s. The price on those right now on StockX is like below retail, but the quality of that is amazing. And then you have the Bait Pumas that came out. Quality is amazing, and that's where you get to this sneaker. I would say, you know, if I couldn't look at the sneaker, like if they took the branding off and I was just felt the quality of the materials, I would put it up there with the Bait collabs. The quality of the materials on this sneaker is great. You could not choose any better materials than this. And the build quality is even better, you know? Just amazing. So, there's one thing on this sneaker that is what caused me to just be like, I have to have it. And we'll get into that in uno momento. So, this sneaker features the body of an Air Max 1 that's mixed with the uniqueness of stop motion animation team. So you get this imaginative, like, there's really no words to it. It just comes together perfectly. It was designed by Nike VP of Advanced Concepts. Who else? Tinker Hatfield. He's also the one that did the Air Max 1. And it was also in cahoots with the former animator Michael Berger. They wanted to take the materials and textures of Mr. Link's plaid suit, which just so happened to be created by LAIKA's costume designer Deborah Cook, and add it to the Air Max 1. So, in case you guys haven't seen it, I don't know if it's out yet or not, but this sneaker is based on the movie Missing Link, the animated movie. So this sneaker is called the Nike Air Max Susan Missing Link. And, you know, right here on the tongue, it's got Nike Air Max, and it's kind of crossed out, and it says Susan. So we'll get into why it's called Susan in a minute. Now, a little known fact, Nike has had a long-standing partnership with LAIKA Studios over the past few years. They've released probably a handful of sneakers. I personally wasn't able to connect the dots between these, but once you do, it blows your mind, believe me. You know, the sneakers were the Paranorman, the Air Jordan 15 Kubo the animated movie about the guitar or the two guitars or something. The Caroline Dunk, and a few others. But this is actually the first public release that's happened between the two companies in a collaboration. Now, the thing that blows my mind is the Nike founder, Phil Knight. Everybody knows him. His son Travis is the guy that runs LAIKA. That's crazy. Blows my mind. Had no idea. Never would have put two and two together. But that's probably why they had the long-standing partnership. It's father and son. And what better? I mean, these are some of the best collabs to come out of a company collabing. So, but let's set this on foot real quick, and then we'll get into the details of the materials and why I personally purchased this sneaker. So let's go check it out real quick. These things look so good on foot, and they're comfortable too. I'd say true to size, but just like normal. I mean, they're a little slim, but I mean, they're a lot better than the Mars Landings, where I'll tell you that much. Now the materials on this, like the leather on this, is so buttery. They really need to use this type of leather on some Jordans. Like, this is right up there with the SBB. You don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. So, if you really want to go cop a pair while they're still cheap, if you can get your hands on those. The one thing that kind of just throws this thing out for a lot of people is that gum bottom. Just look at that gum bottom. But then again, you couldn't really go any other color with this colorway. So, now the plaid panels on the toe and the heel are parts of Mr. Link's suit. So, and then you've got the green fabric that's on the inside and the outside panel, which is his vest. And you have the white canvas that is supposed to be his undershirt. And you got white leather here, you got brown leather here, brown leather on the tongue all the way down, and cufflinks right here, which add a premium kind of feel to the sneaker. And I'm so glad they did it. And this is the reason why I bought it right here. This brown right here is a leather wrapped midsole. Once I saw that, I had to do it. I mean, a leather wrapped midsole, it's been like 10 years, maybe a little less since they've done that. And the last thing that the sneaker has that a lot of sneakers don't have I haven't seen it in the last probably 3, 4, 5 years. The insole is cork. That's crazy. Like, I wonder how well that's going to stand up. I'm not complaining because it feels awesome. Like the way that they put it in there, it feels like leather. It doesn't even feel like cork, but it's legit cork. Like, that's pretty awesome. Now, the shoe's name comes from the beginning of the film where Mr. Link introduces himself as Susan to the character Frost, who just so happens to be the world's greatest monster hunter. That's not too much of a spoiler. I personally haven't seen the movie. I'm going to take my kid to go see it. It looks pretty interesting. I mean, I've popped up a few pictures of the main character that these are based on. They did a wonderful job. This sneaker looks like his suit, his body. I mean, the suede right here, like this off-white cream looking suede, like so good. You got this cream color and red color swoosh made out of leather. You got this white leather that goes around here that's the same quality as the brown leather. So good. So good. Like this suede is just, oh god. And the tongue, the brown leather that's on this tongue, like so buttery. Even the laces are kind of a polyester feel. Like they spared no expense with these. And I'm kind of uh I'm not going to say let down, but I feel like they should have offered an extra pair of laces with these. You know? Maybe a pair of tweed laces to kind of match this. Or, I don't know. But then again, this kind of balances it out. This like off-white polyester lace, like it kind of does what it needs to do, you know? And can't forget the Nike Air on the back. It's not that big of a deal on this, I guess, but it's got Nike Air on the back. So, now I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this sneaker. Were you able to cop it? If you did, are you going to keep it or are you going to sell it? What do you think of the leather wrapped midsole? Should they do that on more sneakers? I really think that they should. The big sneaker that they used to do it on were Air Force Ones back in the day. Nike Bespoke, Nike ID. I mean, with Bespoke, you can still do leather wrapped insoles or midsoles. But with Nike ID, they used to offer it too, for not that much extra. So they need to bring it back, definitely. I would tear it up. Everybody's got to love leather wrapped midsoles. It just adds that little extra something to it, Just by feel, you probably wouldn't really notice a difference. But looking at it and feeling it, you can tell, They're just something else. I'm glad that they didn't just paint it and that they actually leather wrapped it. So, shout out to you, Nike. This is like my favorite sneaker of the year. Even, I would say it's right up there with the Sean Witherspoon, just because of the quality build and the quality of materials that are on it. So, make sure to subscribe with notifications on. I got a lot of things coming. Dunks, those doggy 420 dunks. I got a lot of things coming. So, I will catch you on the next one. Be safe. Have a good one. Peace.